Go.
This conference will now be
Good
recorded.
morning. This is Fadi Hamzi. Today is November 16th. Another seven. I love seven. In 2020. And Moderna had another news, and we patched it up with that. We're going to talk about that. This is our morning brief. The time is 9:05. Okay. We're doing these on GoToMeeting, and they're standing meetings. And so we hope to have them done, get started at 8:30. And you'll get emails, and then if we don't make it at 8:30, most likely as we go forward, as we fine tune this, now we have a separate hardware, so both machines can function. Your Skype is on. You can watch your Skype as much as you want. Do your trade. I'm going to cut the mute on off on that uh, mic. We bought a brand new mic for it with the on and off buttons, plus headset hookup and everything. So it's very, very professional. It was a high end in the. We were lucky that Amazon dropped it off Saturday, so I've tested a little bit on Sunday, but really need to have you guys uh, in battle space with me. Okay. Okay. First thing first, we're going to go to Econ Calendar. Also, my assistant Tammy set up the list of these FRB guys, so I don't come in and say, "Huh." You used to have it. I've got a bitch at the president of Canada. He's on the LinkedIn with me to see what's going on. For example, Clarita, that's a vice chair down here. Mary Daly, that's San Francisco as a voting member. Okay. What we don't know is where they're speaking because they have different issues, really, like Economics Club of New York or what have you, or Brookings Institution, whatever, wherever we should. They used to do that. I think they're just cutting back. It could be COVID. Manpower isn't there. Empire State Manufacturing today at 8:30 should be in already. It's a green. Report, so not that issue, but the result is not good at all. Jack, as you see, we're at, or I should say, Yak, 6.3. Consensus was 13.5. I mean, that's 40% below prior. Should that surprise us? No. New York is very prone to, as a hub, is prone to COVID, and of course, you saw the governor this morning. He was pleading on how be more careful. Moving forward, tomorrow, retail sales, very important. The red reports, don't forget. We got import export, industrial at 9:15, and then this is after that. Market starts 10 a.m. I don't know why it says housing green. I think this is crucial, but maybe it's priced in. Who is speaking? John Williams. I believe that's New York Fed. This is the second most powerful guy in Washington. It's the Fed, New York Fed, and then the president. Let's be honest with each other. They printed $6 trillion. Six, yes, electronically with one button. Bostic is what? Bostic is Atlanta. Okay, then so we have a big slew of people lined up tomorrow afternoon. Okay, make sure you mark your calendar as such. We'll have to print that. Charlie Evans, Mr. Dove himself, he follows Tico, by the way, on Twitter. Out of at least his office does. In Chicago, the other corner of the street, you have Seabots, you got Continental Illinois, which now Interactive occupies some space there. And you got the Fed. This is where Charlie sits. John Williams again. Bullard, San Luis. Kaplan should be Dallas, I think. Yes, Kaplan is Dallas. Okay, and then Bostic again. Bostic speaking. Jesus, what are these guys doing? Okay, Meister is Cleveland. Okay, I see. Gotcha. You have jobless claims, very crucial. Philly Fed, yes. Existing home sales, absolutely. So we got a slew of data coming in, and we got to be careful there. I think next Fed meeting is. I need to know that too. Hold on. Next Fed meeting. Next FOMC. I think it's 12 or something of December. Okay. Kaplan speaks again. Boston. Who's Barkin? Barkin is Richmond. Okay, yeah, Richmond Fed. All right, fine. Nothing else there. Who cares about rig count? Just look at the future, CL futures. It's history. Jake here. Good, Jake. All right. So, Jake, did you get your train station thing? Oh, it's not. Oh, it's not on audio. Okay. Again, quickly. We're on two great audio sets now. This is so you guys on the Twitter on the Skype could hear me a little bit now saying, hey, the go-to meeting is running separately, no interruptions. You can trade, you can come and get the meeting, and plus it's going to get recorded without the headache. We have to create more efficiency. I'm cutting back on all extraneous work I was doing. As more accounts are coming, we have a very large account coming in. I really have to pay attention. Okay, and I've hired a very, very good assistant. I've known her about a year now, and we're just simply friends. But she works very hard, and she's learning, but she's a go-getter. And that's why I need to keep my life organized. Jim Pecos, how are you, sir? Thank you. And David, bravo. We are looking at adding CL. Okay. We are adding. Anybody else did not get an email? Craig says no email received. Could you guys look at that, please, and let them know? Thank you. In the tech support room. Yes, please, tech support room. Others got the email and they came in. So, yeah. Could somebody forward his to him, please? Or let me send one to him. All right, quickly. Hold on. Craig, we got to get you in the 21st century. Okay? Susie, that's what you should be doing. When you see something like that, you should jump in and say, hey, what's going on, Craig? Okay? I need you guys to run block for me. If you don't, we're going to have a problem. Hold on. What's this? Hold on. There we go. I send you separately. It should be there, Craig. Try. Good. Yeah. All right. Check. Hold on. CK, check email. Okay. Okay, Susie? You guys need to run block for me 24/7. This is a Navy sailor. We don't give you luxury items. We just all we ask you keep up with me. That's all I do. Okay, all right. So that's all the way. So that's the calendar. Let's move on to PMT. Hold on 1 second, guys. Gotta get better. Hold on. Okay, timer chart. As you know, we are we changed our bias last night. Very early on, talking to a couple of guys on the West Coast, talking to a guy in Stanford. He says, Ferry, there's a bid here. There's a bid here. I liked your short the other day, but look what happened to you on Friday. And we gave back like 10 handles. Now, 10 handles in 3,500 isn't anything. I understand that. But they're rooting for me. They want me to become timer of the decade. I said, okay, I hear. Let me go back to my huddle. And that huddle was a shot of whiskey and a Cuban cigar. And boom, I said, okay, I'm going to search. Let me switch. And email went out. And Mr. We cutting off the cutoff for that election 23 special in lieu of year end. More people were signing up. And of course, got a little confusing there. I had to send them the notes who had missed it because depending on when they sign up, it automatically gets added to the list, right? Thanks to Nancy. So we got that out of the way, and here we are. So we're going to be above this. What's S&Ps are doing now? Quickly. No. Here. This is overnight. Okay, we're up at 36 handles there. So 36 handle, approximately 1-to-1 move. Delta is 100 at 35.86. We're up there. Hold on. 35.85 plus 36 is 36.21, winning 20 points from all-time high. Okay. Now, closing wise is all-time high. I'm talking about trading, the all-time high. But closing wise, we did that Friday. So could this be a head fake? Absolutely. We really need to watch how this develops today. Okay. Of course, this is a half an hour thing. So hold on. We're not that high up on. Let's look at the internals. Let's get to gut of it. Let's get under the hood. We're not above we're in the channel. We're not overbought. These are right at the border area. Okay, so my gut feel is we have a little bit of room. Had these numbers would be a little bit higher, I would have take the pain of 1 day short up here. Okay, and we may still have to short this. We could a couple of days from now. We don't know. But fundamentally, the large players are holding back on shorting, and they're still buying the dips. Okay, buying the dips so far. So moving forward, canaries. Let's dig in a little bit better. This is of importance to me. So let's go to the D trender. That gives me a much better picture. New highs for Russell. That tells me the NQs are going to be going higher. Now we got to hold up. I mean, come here, close and hold. If we pull back, obviously all bets are off. We'll see, like we did earlier, like we did a little bit earlier. So, or even the day before. So let's keep an eye on those. We're not in alarming areas. I think this could be. This most likely is. That's a differential, the trender between the current value and 200. Current value from 50. This one I think is in near alarming areas. We have to watch out. Okay. Now, was welcome news. We always said if transportation is making these new highs, soon the SPX and NDX will, and we're getting there. NDX hasn't. That's because of a COVID situation. It was run up already. It was already priced in. Okay, that's my personal opinion. SP1 Momo, long and long. This is weekly. This is daily. Very simple mechanical system, but it's not end at all and be it all. You just have to, put that as an input. It's not the input. It's not the final input. Okay. This is alarming. 140. Usually, this area to 160 says a month from now, month and a half from now, we're going to get into trouble. If history is any guide, then you can see it. We get into trouble. You get into trouble. So we're at that borderline right now, but we have a brand new week. Let's see how we do it. Of course, this is going to develop here as a new week because these are weekly charts of the dollar sign 52 whiskey hotel Sierra Papa. Okay. By the way, that's also you have that for the Nasdaq also, but those are 100 names of the 100 names. This is 140 out of 500 names. Okay. SP1 Momo. SP1 is at let's see at 41.91. The value doesn't matter. It's the issue where it is in the signal levels because that's a scramble. Not too sure what exactly it is. The hedge fund offered to buy this outright. He wanted outright exclusive. I said no, not interested. Because you don't. Not that I knew. Not that I thought it was valuable. It's just that I didn't know it's going to be. How valuable it's going to be, or not valuable at all. What if it flops? Then I got an egg on my face. I said no. And it was early on. Let me play with this. Let me understand. But we haven't changed anything. That doesn't mean need to. I think there was like one or two changes and then froze the design in 2008. By 2009, I knew we had something and stays there. So somewhere in between, we create Momo, which is younger brethren, a little bit faster. We're looking for divergences. Okay, no signal here right now. Nothing of importance. Why? It's muted. We're not hitting areas. I mean, SP1 may be jumping over to +1, plus 2, plus 3. I'm saying. So right now it's +1, +2. But after +2, +3, then we're going to be on alert. Or an alternative on the downside, as we saw there, as we saw here, we want to take a look, but not right now. Okay. And I think before we get there, you're going to see a spike here and approach or breach +10. Same look where it turned at -10. So you go here. Hold on 1 second. Quickly. Boom. There we go. You can see the low there. That low up put in. Yeah. And even better than that. Let's go here. Hold on, one more. You see the bottom? The bottom was 2 days later. You saw that? Did you like that? 2 days later was the bottom. This gives you the value. Forward view. You want to see forward. It is okay for your indicator to be early. It's horrible if it's late. What good is it? Versus price. Yes. Some people will say, no, I don't know how early it's going to be. Well, be patient. Do what Admiral Tico does. Read some Rumi, drink some Persian tea, relax. Gary did that. He jumped on the Sadaf and ordered some. Yeah. Better know in advance than see it in the rear view mirror. VIX. Here's our VIX complex there. This is today. We're down taking a tad there as normal. Crude is going back up. That's good. This is vaccine related. Crude is basically being hostage by vaccine. So it's why? Because demand destruction. So as demand starts coming back up, this is going to get better. And we will. You're going to see crude in 50s and 60s. I'd say probably 60s next year. No. The following year. 50s next year, 60s the following year. Yeah. We're still going to be a long process. No joking. I mean, right now we have a huge shutdown coming up anyway. I mean, you can see it even face of people here. They're very paranoid down here. So And we're getting a lot of inquiries about trading. They're going to have time on their hand, just like what you saw having March and April. They want to have. That's what I'm trying to push to offer the CL into the uh, the I mean, we think of dumping complete the OTF and the regular OTF and just make it the OTF CL light. Okay, I have a chat room for it, and no extra cost to you guys will be added to your package. Okay, yeah, but that's what we're thinking about. The issue is timing. How much time we have done? Because of other stuff that's going on. Remember, I'm planning also moving during the holidays. I need a bigger space, especially this room. It has to get cooler. The heat here is too much. I can't deal with it in the summertime. Or the AC will flop. We're doing it max level. Okay, still don't have anything done here for you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've got to get to it. That's not there yet. Oh, these limits. What changes the limits? Not the picture. It's the limits, and the limits because we're such artificially high level of observed vols. The spread is also impacted by that. That's the truth of it. Got to be some studies done. I just haven't had time yet. Yeah. I did rest a little bit this weekend. I feel a little bit better, including about some 3 hours by the lake yesterday, listening to Adele and Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd, along with Admiral Tico. And I got him a bone. He sat in the shades. We had a good time. His the dogs today, Tabby, she wasn't around, so that was good. It was just he and I, father and son bonding, exactly. 73.59. This can go higher today. We know that. It pulled back up. Again, borderline overbought, but that's because of this bar here on Friday. And looks like we have a rendezvous point again. When these three shoot up at these rates, visually you could see we may be looking at something like this. And that could be a good short. This could be the January 5th. Could be. If Democrats win Georgia, this is what's going to happen. I'm not telling you how to vote. It's not a political move. It's the input of politics into market. And that you need to know. I don't care which side you're in, but that you need to know. To say, oh, I don't want to talk about politics, you're closing down an indicator, a forward indicator, to your inputs. So don't be naive. It doesn't matter who won, who lost. I didn't vote this time, but I had an opinion. My opinion was right. That's what you work for, to have a right opinion. Why? Because you want to have an edge. You want to be ahead of others. First to the space and kick ass. SQ. We're coming down on Friday. Again, that's normal because we will pull back up. And we should be tracking this lower. This basically says this spike we saw of people buying more out of the money, deep out of the money puts on SPX options, the tail risk is waning. They're probably, as you go up, they're going to take some off. Why? They don't have to have it on. That's the view of the market. It's not Vegas. You put the money on the table. Vegas, you can't touch it. You can add to it, but you cannot take it out. Here, I mean, certain games. Here, in, out, whatever you want. Boom. So they're taking some of that off, and that's what we're reading it. All right? I don't care about trade. It's too old. Too many problems. Treasuries. Okay, where are we heading? 9, 1. Where are we going to get to 10? I want to see this area. So that's Gil Caffrey's number. Let's see if we can get to 10x, which is 1% in yield to maturity. Okay. All right. What time is it? 9:23. Let's go. Okay, this chart. Let's go to 125. Hello, Murray. Remember Hello Moto? It's Hello Murray. Exactly. We're beginning to go up there now, and as expected, 82, 85. Where are we heading now? That is an issue we need to deal with tonight after the close. Or better yet, if you guys got to be around tomorrow, we can talk about it. How about that concept? How about that novel concept of being here, Ferry, at 8:30 and doing this right? Problem was Tico. He didn't want to get out of bed. He thought it was still Saturday. I told him this is Monday, and he looked me. He gave me that Newman look that says Monday has a feel to it. Yeah. All right. Overnight. What did we do on overnight? So we're moving to futures now. That gives you a little picture there. This was what time? Yeah, 7 a.m. I was surprised because YM was 511. That's Dow futures. Really, really going up there. So I don't know what this was, but news on Moderna came out. They're saying 94% correct. Now, remember, let me give you a little feedback on that. These are preliminary data. This is not the third phase 3 actual trials analysis and peer reviewed. They're not. They're not. Okay. So I would take all this with a little grain of salt. It is good news, but it's not as good as the market make it to be. And you saw what happened there. If you go back to PMT, that's where we had this bar. The reason we had that bar is because last Monday, the reality set in. That's not that easy. We're not all done. Read the fine print. Okay. Headline news will give you part of this picture, not the whole thing. Did Craig get in? Not yet. Okay, Craig, I sent it to you. I emailed you. Yeah. All right. Okay. Fractal 5S is up in case you need this as a backup. Here's the Excel Plus, and you see where we are. And so let me come back here. Again, watch for confluences. Okay. And what do we have? 69s, 32s, 32s here. Yeah. Okay. So that concludes our presentation. We've had this maybe give you a little better normal picture. We had a bounce from -2 sigma in 30 minutes. A lot of people watch, especially money managers. I still don't know what caused this. We need to look into it, but obviously there's a price and volume. Look what happened to it's VBAR. That's what's called a VBAR. When you have a VBAR like this, or this is also a VBAR. It's like a caret. Okay, that's a caret. That's a V. But these are called VBAR because volume bars. You see a volume there. There's a volume there. Here there was no volume. It was after the close. This is a volume bar. You have a local volume with a local trough or peaks or valley on the CI. Okay. Anything else? Any questions for me? It's 9:26. Let's close this thing and we get back to regular operations. Okay. Thank you.